welcome to another episode of the Bradford City Career Mode. This is Sunday's double upload, and I'm actually recording on a Sunday because I've been busy with other stuff like predictions and just general playing other games with friends, I guess, to be honest, more or less. But anyway, if you didn't see last episode, we took on Southend United. We were in the Carabao Cup round 2. We were at home at the Valley Parade and we absolutely walked all over them, which is exactly what we needed. But if you didn't see actually who our third round opponents are, I'll show you quickly. I said maybe we'll get Premier League opposition, and we did indeed get Premier League opposition. We'll be playing Newcastle next, away at St James's Park. It's a bit more of a challenge, but could be an intriguing one when we get to that one in a few days. So, good afternoon, Big Dog. How are you doing? Yeah, it should be an interesting one. We've got a game away against Wigan today, though, in this career mode. And at the moment, Wigan are rock bottom with just 1 point. So it's a pretty decent scenario for us. Although, if we do lose this, I'll be really upset. But we're currently in third. We had a perfect run, but then we drew in the last league episode to Bristol City 2-2. So we're now at 4 wins and a draw. Burnley and Leeds still in a perfect team. Still unbeaten though. And we have got a top scorer in the league with Diogo Jota getting 6 so far. We might have to rotate the team a bit. There's quite a few players that are tired. Or maybe just leave the team but then make some substitutions, I think. Well, after this we've got I think we've got like a 12-day break or something. Hold on, let me check. Just from my own memory, because my memory is terrible. We've got 4 days there, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So a 10-day break between now and our next game, which will be against Portsmouth. So we could probably risk having a couple of tired players on because they'll regain stamina by the time we get to the Portsmouth game. You're good, let's go, come on, City. Yeah, all being well, I can win this game. I don't know, I've not played FIFA a few days now, so hopefully I'm not too rusty, but we'll go into it anyway and see how it goes. But thank you for the 200 sparks combined, Big Dog. I appreciate that. So this is a team we're going to roll with. I'm just going to check if there's any changes I want to quickly make. I think we're actually okay with this team. I kind of want to bring Hennessy on, but our centre backs at the moment is okay, and he's still tired. Most of the youth players will be tired because they were playing in the Carabao Cup game. I think this is a team we can roll with. If we need to bring Greenwood off, we need to bring Greenwood off. And same with Jota, we might need to bring them off at some point. But we are at the DW Stadium here. Wigan hosting us. We've got Rossi in goal, Kakachi and Sterling as the fullbacks. Kakachi, of course, the captain of the side. Todibo and Tamori, the centre-backs. O'Leary, centre midfield spot because Van Damme's kind of tired, so I put O'Leary in there. Carbonaro, Hlošek, the wide midfielders. Greenwood, the centre attacking midfielder. And up front, the striking partnership of Diogo Jota and Erling Braut Haaland. So without any further ado, might as well just get into it. Get into the game, hopefully get the 3 points and continue our championship championship title campaign. I would say championship campaign, but that doesn't make any sense. I mean it does, but it doesn't really that much. O'Leary has 88. I'm still dumbfounded that O'Leary has 88 finishing as a centre mid. Maybe I should be putting him up front. Don't tempt me to do that because I actually will. I might as well just finish this drill with my last shot. Absolutely banged it without a word of a lie. Absolutely incredible performance there from me. Beating all my friends on the leaderboards. But anyway, we're going to go into the game. Like I said, once again, we are at the DW Stadium. Wigan Athletic, the Latics, hosting the Bantams here. If you're a Bradford City fan in the real life, like Big Dog is, then you'll be very upset about how the result went yesterday. Unfortunate defeat to Cambridge. But in career mode, it's going very, very well. So I'm just going to focus on this for now.
Force the opposition to respond. Hopefully we get that from the start of this match.
Celtic are winning their game today, which makes me a bit happier. But don't know. Jota's projected goals is 55. I don't think I'm going to get 55 with Jota. I can tell you that. I might get 30 or something with him, but I don't think I'll get 55. But anywho, So, like I said, Celtic are winning their game today, so I'm happy with that. And Manchester United, I believe, are playing later, so fingers crossed they get the W. Anyway, this is a game we should be focusing on right now. It is Wigan, so I'm thinking we should win this because they're bottom of the league, but stranger things have happened.
Formation most people in the game are very familiar with nowadays.
Yeah, most coaches are adopting this formation.
Can't really recognise a lot of them.
Two holding players in front of the
I recognise Devante Cole because I sometimes try and sign him for my Road to Glory. I think I tried to scout him for this one, but then I ended up not signing him because I didn't have enough money at that point, and now I think we're past signing him. But we've got quite a good 11 of our own.
What do you think about this particular setup?
Well, strikers like support, and they've got support today in the number 10.
Let's just see how many we can get, or if we can actually win.
Wide and one just sitting in front of the back four.
From Bradford, where you moved to? If you're asking where I've moved to Scotland, big dog. I used to, I used to live near Bradford. It was like it was my biggest local team, really. So I supported. Well, my grandparents supported them, and I kind of just like followed on for that. I wouldn't say I'm a big supporter, so to speak, but I do follow the results. Greenwood to Haaland, not to Haaland, because I should remember on this game that the passes never go to their targets. That's okay. Sterling. And for Haaland, might as well. Loschek. Greenwood. Takes the play around. Tries to bring it back, but I need options here. Haaland is my only one, but he's going to get tackled immediately, so we're going to get to bring it away, and Cole could go through here.
Do they have the guile to open up the defence?
Kakachi shut it down though. I'm expecting a decent defensive performance here.
A sloppy pass.
Oh god, sloppy passes everywhere. None of the passes seem to be working for either team. Oh, we can maybe build something. Never mind. Greenwood intercepts. Loschek. Through to Haaland. Couldn't get a shot off. Let me have the throw in, I think, there. Tried to take it in for Haaland. Is it better up north? It's more cold, but it is nice. It is nicer, yeah. I will say. It's not bad where I used to live, but I still have family down there. It's just I prefer it up north. Jota, oh, it's a save from Giola. It's a pretty decent one, to be fair. Jota made some space for himself, and he could have had his next goal on the list there, the top scorer in the league, but unfortunately couldn't find the net. Only found the goalkeeper's hands. That's the pot. I hate when Sterling comes out of his position because I keep thinking it's someone else. It's not actually Sterling. I keep thinking Sterling's back, but it's not. And Cole gets tackled by Tomori, and we can bring it away. Loschek back to Sterling, who's got some space now. Towards Jota, and it's 1-0. And your boy, who else? Who else but Diogo Jota so far this season? I mean, Greenwood scored a couple. Haaland's been on the score sheet a couple of times as well, but there is no one on par with Diogo Jota. The cross was behind him as well, and he managed to stretch back to get a header on it. But not only that, he managed to angle it towards the goal. And honestly, Giola could have done better in the Wigan net, but you won't see me complaining. Jota stretching incredibly to get that header.
Just look at the reactions on the touchline. They just need to keep their composure.
And we are one goal up here, and Diogo Jota could be the best signing I've ever made in the career mode, to be honest. Absolutely incredible so far this season.
1-0 then.
And it's a goal to the good here for Bradford say. Although try to get past Kakachi, and he does. Kakachi, only problem I've seen with Kakachi is he is a good player. He's just not the fastest. And I don't know whether to work a bit more at his pace or whether to just leave it to grow organically at this point. Headed away by the defender I didn't want to head it away with, and Cole, I believe, almost got a goal there. Whoever headed it away, I wanted the other defender to get it. So I wanted Todibo to get it, but Tomori was in front and he got the header. And it almost went calamitous there at the back. We could have conceded. It could have been 1-1. against a team who's only scored 1 goal this entire season. And granted, they probably will score another in this game because that's kind of my trademark, just letting in goals. So that's a terrible shot, though, to be fair. He's cocked that one up. Number 21, I couldn't get the name. Can't read that fast. Oh, Young Kwon. The centre-back, I believe, for Wigan, taking that shot on. So no wonder it was so off target, I guess. O'Leary gets it to Haaland, despite being under pressure. It's a good job from him. Greenwood. Back to Haaland. Back into Greenwood. Should have maybe threaded it through to Jota, but I thought I could get a run through on my own with Greenwood. Tomori. Oh no.
Still trailing, but they're upping the pressure.
Pikachu comes across. For a second there I thought I'd given away a penalty and I was about to scream because that was a perfectly good tackle and I realised Lowe was offside. Pikachu playing him off. Just about. After a second there, I'd done a perfectly good tackle, and if it'd given them a penalty for that, I would have been like, really mad. That's such a shitty pass. I just need to take more time. Cole was back post, and it almost was 1-1. I believe that's Cole at back post anyway. Very close there, to be honest. It's gone past every defender and every Wigan attacker there. In the end, we're still a goal up. I need to take more time with my passes. I need to relax a bit more. I don't know why I'm so like quick with them. Devo into O'Leary. We were making a run through the middle. Gonna get to Jota instead. Then on to Greenwood. And Greenwood can make it too. And it's a good save from Gulai. I was low-key hoping Greenwood would take it on his right and bury it, but he took it on his left and hit it straight at the goalkeeper, thus forcing the save from Gulai. Blaszczak delivers. Oh, it's punched away. Devo gets tackled, but the ball stays with Bradford City. Jota to Greenwood. Was that Greenwood who headed that? Or was that the defender? No, it's Greenwood. So let me get this straight. Let me just work this one out for myself. Greenwood could head into our own goal with no problem. But when it comes to heading in their goal, he has to miss it. Not sure about that one. Whatever. I'm absolutely freezing. Might go put on a jacket in a second. Low. The one good thing for Wigan, I guess, is they've got good wingers and they've got fast wingers who can create chances, but they haven't been able to score yet. O'Leary, I've tried to get to Carbonero, but I guess that works as well. And Haaland puts it away. You don't see many from him anymore, but he's absolutely put it in the bottom right. Not the play I wanted to go with. Storm Dennis is here, so it's going to be a son of a bitch. Yeah, 100%. Already had Storm Kira, I think it was. And now Storm Dennis is on its way. Really windy outside, so yeah. Just going to wait for it to pass, I suppose. Haaland only 2 goals in the championship so far, but he has, to be fair to himself, given a few assists out.
Second goal for them here.
And 2-0 now to the good here. Wigan have made their chances, but they haven't put them away. And whereas we've made our chances, and some of them we haven't put away, but most of the time we have. Pikachu picks up the ball with no issue. Carbonero, not who I was aiming for with the pass. I'll try to get to O'Leary, so we'll do that. Greenwood's kind of tired, so I don't know if I'll sum him off at half time. I'll give him till about the hour mark and then bring him off. O'Leary. Haaland again. What is going on with Erling Braut Haaland? And what is going on with this match? I knew that Wigan weren't going to be the most difficult team.
Well, it's the hardest thing to do in football, score a goal.
But here we go again. Erling Braut Haaland. I've been talking about how he doesn't score as much anymore. And he scored twice in a couple of minutes. The fans here at the DW Stadium, the travelling fans from Bradford, are in full song as we go 3-0 up against Wigan Athletic. And now Haaland, for some reason, has finally found his scoring shoes. How many will he score until he loses them again? Cut off by Tamori. Greenwood. Down to Jota. Kachi. Try to get through to Carbonero. Didn't quite work out with the pass there. At the end of the world. Just want to keep my left back in position, really. But Sterling gets header away. Back in. And it's a save from Rossi. Not much of a what's the word? Convincing save from Rossi, but it does the job. Like we had it clear with Sterling, they just put it straight back in, and almost got a goal back for themselves. And if you're a Wigan fan, I apologise for what you're witnessing.
Played into the centre of the box.
I'd want that ahead of myself personally, but I guess I didn't. Handful of defenders. Yotta's going to be a handful for defenders for every team. For being real, being honest.
Great performance up to now and rewarded with a goal.
Rossi now with the goal kick. Aiming towards Mason Greenwood, who is incredibly tired. We're going to get to O'Leary instead. Kachi, Carbonero. Jota, Greenwood, Ploshek, Haaland. Oh, I thought for a second there, I thought I'd done it in time. I saw Haaland run offside. I thought Ploshek might be okay. No, he's offside as well. I was hoping I could get it to Ploshek, who'd just tap it into Haaland, who'd score his hat trick, but unfortunately not. I mean, that trick still could happen, but I don't think it'll happen this half. Again.
And this is Diogo Jota now.
Haaland tackled. Still over yet though. How have we got 4 minutes of added time?
Attack full of promise. Excellent vision.
Oh, what a save from Gulai. Could have been the hat trick for Haaland. But Gulai, he's pulled out a couple of impressive saves today. I don't know if he really deserves, he personally deserves for his team to be 3-0 down. But his team just haven't played to the level they need to play to. It's probably a big factor as to why they're bottom of the league. Of course, my dog doesn't bark for ages. And as soon as I start recording, she starts barking. Anyway, first half is over. Convincing performance so far, I think, from us. They've had a couple of chances, but nothing really like that's going to scare us. So those are results around the grounds. Burnley still winning all their games so far. They look on track to stay perfect in this league. Leeds aren't playing, so we'll see what happens with them. Let's take a look at the match facts here. We've got 8 shots for 6 on target. We have 4 with 2 on target. We have more possession. Frankly, we deserve to be in the driving seat. And we'll go straight into the second half. We'll give Greenwood a bit more time on the pitch before subbing him off. And we kick off with Jota. Back to Haaland, and now the second half begins at the DW Stadium. How many goals will we get, if we get any more? How many goals will Wigan claw back with? It's happened before. Berry almost brought back a 3-0 deficit, so I wouldn't put it against anyone in this league, in this career mode, to be honest. Haaland, just try to keep possession. Should have passed it off to Ploshek, perhaps, I don't know. But I was crowded and surrounded, so I just thought, hey, let's give it a try. You're not getting past me, Cole. Or you might, but you're not getting past me just now, Cole. Like I said, you're not getting past me. Sterling wins it back. Ploshek. That goes through at Haaland, that's perfect, but it just doesn't quite occur.
That's why they're winning, and that's why they're one of the best teams.
I'd say one of the best teams. I'd say we're a good team, but we're way off being one of the best. I say we're a lot stronger now than we were at the beginning of the career mode, but we're still not the best. Ploshek's in some space here. If he can, it's 4. What a assault on Wigan's defence we are mounting here.
Absolutely.
Perfect pass from Haaland to Loschek. Had all the room in the world, had all the time in the world. Just needed to run through and put the shot on goal. After the pass from Haaland, there was still a lot to do. Loschek did it to perfection. Bottom left-hand corner, and we go 4-0 up. And holy shit, we are on one today.
Well, there's nothing better for a manager when a plan comes together. Total satisfaction.
The ball rolling again in what has been an utterly one-sided
Wigan have kicked off more times than they would like to have done. 4 more times they'd like to have done, to be honest, but I mean, I don't know. Birmingham are their next opponents anyway, as you can see in the top left. Birmingham, I think, are doing decent. I don't think they're doing great. I think they're like mid-table-ish. That's a dumb pass. I don't even know why I tried to make that pass. That's my own fault there. This goal, that would have been my own fault, I'm not going to lie. Dumb passing idea and it didn't work out. Next time it goes off the pitch, I'll probably make a couple of substitutions. Just keep possession for now, I think, would be the idea.
The thrills and spills of championship action. Join us for this one.
Not who I was aiming for, but that's alright. I was trying to get it through to Haaland. Oh, I thought Jota was going to make a run through. It's targeted the wrong man anyway with the pass, but I thought Jota was going to make a run through and we could pick him out, but no. These Wigan passes are not going to get any attack for him. This match, I don't think. Haaland's offside, I'm pretty sure. He's not offside. But, Jesus Christ, what a save. That should have been 5. That really should have been. I thought it would have been, but the keeper's got fingertips to it. Alright, I suppose we better make some substitutions then. Holy Christ. Let's make a couple of subs then. Mainly Greenwood, because he is absolutely buggered. We'll bring on Anisimov for the last 28 minutes or so of this game. 27 minutes and 8 seconds, if we're being precise.
And a substitution in the offing.
Jota is a beast on this game. Oh, 100%. Carrying me to this championship player promotion spot so far. He got 7 goals in 6 games, which is decent, and he scored a few in the Carabao Cup as well. Saliba was a target, but it's away. Sterling's been played. Oh boy, they're going to go on the counter.
It's a 3rd goal for Huddersfield Town. 65 minutes played. 3-0.
Huddersfield are winning their game 3-0 for any Huddersfield fans. Get off my ball. Bit of a physical challenge from Tadibo there, but gets away with it. Oh, come the fuck on. Tremendous tackle by Kakache. Oh, just had to get a ball through to Haaland and we'd be on our way, but we didn't. They're offside. Substitution now from Wigan Athletic. Massey coming on for low. Free kick to Debo, passing it short to Kakache. Lay it off to Carbonero. I want to take him on a run, but they just got that wing marked and it's so annoying.
Top-notch tackle. Cole. Moore.
What a tackle from Tamori as well. I'm actually pleased with our defence. I'm pleased with our attack. It's just sometimes Haaland doesn't score and it puts me off, kinda. And I don't know if you've noticed this. I don't know if it's just me or if it's just a thing that I think I've noticed but haven't. It's not actually a thing. I don't know. But every time Haaland seems to get the ball, they immediately put a couple of players on him so he doesn't get anything. And it's so annoying. That's such an idiotic move there from me. I should just clear it. Why am I not just clearing it? What? What? Okay, first of all, how has the ball gone like that to my defender? That is, I think that might defy physics, if I'm being honest. Second, how the fuck have they missed? I'm pretty sure my defender just defied physics there. We're trying to clear the ball, but that's fine. Rossi's going to yeet it down the pitch. Not taking any chances. Jota controls, keeps possession. Anisimov. Why is it when I aim for a short pass, to my other midfielder outside. So you want to pass to your wide midfielder, yeah.
Useful looking ball.
Ah, tried to 1-2 it back.
Nothing
Didn't
positive
work
comes
out.
of it, unfortunately.
Sterling
Given away.
to Hlošek. O'Leary.
It's all about translating
Anisimov.
threats into goals.
Can't keep the ball.
Looked as though they meant business, but now they've got to try again. McLeod. Only 10 minutes
Oh,
remaining
that should be
here.
keepers, thank God. For a second there, I thought it might be over because Tomori wasn't there, but keeper was, so that's all good. 10 minutes remaining. Well, just under 10 minutes remaining. I don't think the result was ever in doubt, but here is the confirmation that we're going to win this match. And it could be 5 if Jota can make it through here.
Wonderfully weighted pass.
He can't though. Tried to bring it back.
Spot on with the
I tried
challenge.
to hold it up, but it just didn't want it. It wasn't for holding up today.
And
That's
that puts
offside.
them in position. And
Even
offside
a blind
it is.
man can tell that's offside. Massive went way off there.
Well, the pass just
Didn't
needs
need
to, be
to, but he
made
did.
A little bit quicker and he's onside, but he just gets caught out.
But yeah, no, even a blind man could see that that was offside. Free kick to us anyway. My dog is barking away down there. We'll see her after the game, obviously, but pain in the ass. Tadibo. Habanero
Pass
can't get
under
the
no
ball.
real pressure. Time for us to bring in Alan McInally because there's been a goal at Turf Moor. Alan, tell us
Mori
all
coming
about it.
across.
It's another goal for Burnley. 4 minutes.
Tadibo.
4-1.
Regular
Catchy.
updates from Alan McInally along the
I
way.
actually want to scream. There's a part of me that just wants to
So
let all
over
my
into the
feelings go.
area here. And a
What a
marvellous
save from Rossi.
Well,
My
his
defence were a bit
reflexes there, absolutely
complacent
spot
there,
on.
but Cole
That's why they
got a
work
shot
so
in.
hard in
Rossi
training
was not
goalkeepers
complacent, he
to
was
pull
ready.
saves off like
I don't know
that.
what went on with Sterling there. Didn't keep on his man, but Ricardo Rossi. He wants to prove that he is Premier League quality, and I'm fine with that, but I probably will keep him as a backup if we get to Premier League and get a world-class goalkeeper, to be honest. Massey.
corner kick played over.
Hlošek, well, I don't know, Hlošek was in trying to clear it away. Well, like I said, no, I do like Rossi, but I just don't think he's Premier League quality.
Normal time here.
Gola's come out all the way for the ball here. Has no idea what to do with it.
3 minutes will be added on for
Booting it off the
stoppage.
pitch. I wanted to try and go for a quick attack here, but I don't think it's going to work. Nah, I messed up.
It's with Massey.
O'Leary.
Read it magnificently
Catchy.
and intercepted.
And it doesn't matter at the end of the day. We're going to have a 4-0, possibly 5-0 win here.
And time for the cross. But he
Ah,
nearly had
pass
to
was a
get
bit
to the
hospital
ball,
from
and he did.
Haaland there to
Massey.
Habanero. Thinking of names.
He's found a
They
pocket
may have
of
one more
space.
chance here. And we don't have a left back in position.
And scope for the cross.
We do have a defender there, and we are going to get it clear. And it will be a 4-0 thrashing of
The end of the story.
Wigan Athletic. Boos echoing out around the DW Stadium. The Wigan fans are not happy with how their team played, but I am. I'm overjoyed. Rossi was there when we needed him to be. Defenders were there the majority of the time. We had the attacks and we had the goals. It's a 4-0 win. Goals from Jota, 2 from Haaland, and a goal as well from Adam Hlošek. Make it Wigan Athletic 0, Bradford City 4. A successful away trip in my eyes. Burnley will probably still win their game. Leeds will probably still win theirs, but we are keeping pace. So this is the match facts sheet at the end. Wigan did bring it back a little bit in the second half with 8 shots, 5 on target, 49% possession. But we still were on top with 10 shots, 8 on target, and 51% possession. Player ratings: Diogo Jota, man of the match, 9.4. Haaland very close at 9.3. And O'Leary turning out a decent performance at 9.1. Sterling with a 9. Hlošek with an 8.9. Catcher with an 8.6. Tomori with an 8.3. And Rossi with an 8. The only one was below 7 was Anisimov. He didn't have much time to get into the game, so that's perfectly fine. Their best player was Kim Young-Gwon, their captain, with a 7.5 in defence. And that's weird to think about, especially when we had that shocking miss from the corner. We're going to go to the post-match interview and see what questions we get asked. Yeah, Burnley won their game 4-1. I don't know how Leeds went on with theirs. They didn't play on this day, so... Sheffield got smashed up by Huddersfield. Look what's going on with Sheffield United. I mean, it's 4 seasons deep. They might have changed their team a bit. It might not have been for the better.
Just a couple of questions for you.
Couple of questions for me. Alright. With 2 goals secured, when Haaland was the hero today, any thoughts? Finally found his scoring boots again, I'll tell you that. Overall great performance I'll go with, because it was an overall great performance. The entire team deserves the credit for this result. It's clear that Haaland stood out today. Bradford is a club that always puts the group before the individual. Bradford says, I'm being so far in the EFL Championship. Are you confident to keep the streak rolling? I hope so, for as long as we can. We have what it takes. Well, at least we can get out of the next match as a draw, so we have what it takes to keep the streak going. And we're against Portsmouth next. I'm pretty sure they're relegation threatened as well. Wigan Athletic is clearly not at your level. By scoring 4 goals, you demonstrated that today. Do you have any advice for your opponents? Go back to League 1 where you belong. Keep trying. We at Bradford City work hard, and this result is just another confirmation of that. I can only suggest they do the same.
Thanks so much for your time.
Anytime, buddy, anytime. Especially when we're in a win. Especially when we're off the end of a win, I will happily be interviewed. We've got a big break now between this game that we just played and the next game. And I don't know whether to. I still don't know whether to train Banks or leave him to grow now, because he's worth 18.5 million. He is 78 rated, but just 17 years of age, which is insanity. I'll give him 1 drill, I think. I don't think I'll give him 2 drills anymore, because I need other players to grow as well. One of these being Wouter's, our backup fullback, and he still has room to grow, a lot of room to grow, I think. So we'll keep working on him. Another one I need to grow is Selesnev. He is going to be our backup goalkeeper just for this season. He'll probably go 3rd choice if we sign another one. But yeah, it's just I want someone who's somewhat okay rated to back up Rossi in goal in case anything happens. And then our final one will be for O'Leary, who put out a stellar performance against Wigan, and he's going to get some training, and he can grow quite well. I haven't been training with him enough. Banks getting a decent drill. Wouter's not doing great. Selesnev going up another overall. O'Leary getting an A, growing quite a bit as well. Decent growth, decent training in that one, and we're going to sim up to transfer deadline day, and then we're going to go over all the biggest transfers, because that's what I always do, because I'm just interested in myself as to what the biggest transfers are at this point of the season. So we've only signed 1 person, but we've sold quite a few. We've sold Brady, Ismail, McCartan, Roberts, and Beaton, and with that money, we've brought in Fakeo Tomori. I don't know who else to bring in, so we're just going to hold on to the money for January and see if we can sign a big, massive pre-contract signing, unless we get a big offer coming in here and I can replace someone. We've got 7 hours. Usually, for me, transfer deadline day, not a lot of things happen, so I don't expect much. I usually try and... This time, Malin? Wow, Burnley are wanting it this season. They're wanting the championship title if they're signing Malin. But it's alright. We can push them to the edge. Or maybe we can even win the title. Oh, the goal that the board have given me is automatic promotion, but the goal that I've given myself is championship. We want the championship. And I'm sorry, West Brom, I can't loan him out. He's my only other goalkeeper. I have to keep him in the club. Nothing personal or anything. It's just I don't want to lose all my goalkeepers. So anyway, we're going to count the hours down, and just before we end here, I'm going to strangle my... No, I'm not going to strangle my dog. I'm going to go to transfer history, and we're going to see the top transfers from this opening window, see who's moving about and when they're moving about. There's a couple of free agent signings here. They might be quite good. I might have to take a look at them. I might have to take a look at some free agents or regens down the line, but for now, we're just signing younger players. So this is what it looks like. The biggest transfer of the 2022 summer transfer windows. Paulo Dybala, he's gone from Piemonte Calcio to Real Madrid for a whopping 190 million. I wonder what his rating is now, 91, so no surprise there. Kevin De Bruyne has gone from Manchester City all the way to Real Madrid as well for 108.8 million. Real Madrid are on one this season. Thank you, late 7503, for the follow. Paul Pogba, the traitor, the twat, has gone to Manchester City, the fucking traitor, from Real Madrid for 69.4 million. At least he didn't go straight from Man United. I guess, be a little bit thankful for that. But that traitor has gone and just switched Manchester allegiances. I'm so mad. Although it's a video game, so at the end of the day, it's not really a problem. Grimaldo going from Leipzig to Dortmund for 59.8 million is next on the list. Following that, we have Mauro Icardi going from Valencia to Everton for 59.1 million. Marino's gone from Olympic Lyon to FC Barcelona for 58.4 million. Fernando Chiesa has gone from Fiorentina to Liverpool for 57.2 million. Samuel Umtiti has gone from Barcelona to Bayern for 55.7 million. Daniel Rugani has gone from Barcelona to Chelsea for 53.5 million. FC Bayern have sold Presnel Kimpembe to Barcelona for 52.7 million. Maybe an exchange deal there with Umtiti, I don't know. Maxi Gomez has gone from Valencia to Napoli for 50.4 million. I think it's Federico Valverde, it is indeed, has gone from Monaco to West Ham for 46.3 million. West Ham always seem to have a lot of money. Timu Bakayoko has gone from Southampton to Everton for 44.5 million. Real Betis have signed sold Borja Iglesias, I should say. Borja Iglesias, I think it is, I don't know. To Man City for 42.6 million. Nkunku, sorry if I butchered that, has gone from Leipzig to Milan for 40.7 million. Alvaro Morata has gone from Barcelona to Inter for 40.4 million. Ibrahima Konate was a defender I was looking to sign for a while, but a bit out of our pay window right now. We can possibly come back to him later on. Paris to Newcastle for 40.2 million, and that's a problem because Newcastle's our next opponents in the Carabao Cup. Manchester City have sold Angelino to RB Leipzig for 39.7 million. Audrey Azola has gone from Paris to Barcelona for 39.4 million. He is turned on Real Madrid. Kerrer has gone from Roma to Paris Saint-Germain for 39.4 million. Junior Firpo has gone from Barcelona to RB Leipzig for 38 million. Berge, I don't remember his first name, I'm not going to look, but he's gone from Inter Milan to Southampton for 37.9 million. I forget where he starts in his career, but I think it's Sheffield United. I might be wrong. Mönchengladbach have sold Weigl to Wolfsburg for 37.2 million. Roman Burki has gone from Dortmund to Piemonte Calcio for 36 million. Leverkusen have sold Demirbay to AS Monaco for 35.9 million. Jason Denayer has gone from Crystal Palace to Olympic Lyon for 35.6 million. And if you've watched this before, you know I just go down to 30 million and then stop, so that'll be the stopping point. Benfica have sold De Tomas to Man City for 35.2 million. Bologna have sold Mala to TSG Hoffenheim for 34.1 million. Crystal Palace have sold Tammy Abraham. What's his rating in his career mode at this point? Oh, he can't scout him, so it can't be that great. Who knows? But he's gone to Olympic Lyon for 33.7 million. Reguilon has gone from Spurs to Manchester United. I'm pretty sure he just signed for Spurs last season as well, or even in January. I don't remember exactly, but he's gone to Man United for 32.8 million. Malin, we saw it. They've sold. Wait, hold on. Burnley had Malin? How did they get relegated then? I don't know, but Malin's gone to Leverkusen from Burnley. I thought Burnley had signed him in. 32.8 million. Maybe I just can't read. Sampdoria have sold Yankto to Villarreal for 32 million. Sanabria has gone from Hoffenheim to Atletico Madrid for 32 million. Orban has gone from Chelsea to Inter for 31.6 million. Ismail Assar has gone from Watford to Valencia for 31.5 million. Nathan Ake has gone from Mönchengladbach to Newcastle. Another strong defensive signing. We're going to have trouble in that Carabao Cup round 3. He's gone for 31.4 million. Borja Mayoral has gone from Bournemouth to Atletico Madrid. That's a change of scene if I've ever seen one. 31.4 million. Piemonte Calcio have sold Soria to Watford for 31.1 million. Ryan Sessegnon has gone from Spurs to Dortmund for 31 million. Another guy was possibly interested in signing. Declan Rice has gone from West Ham to Schalke for 30.9 million. What's his rating now? I was thinking possibly bringing him in as well. Might be an idea down the line perhaps. Yusuf Attal has gone from Olympic Lyon to Sevilla FC for 30.7 million. Augustin has gone from Sheffield United to West Ham for 30.7 million. Dortmund have sold Ricardo Pereira to Napoli for 30.5 million. Toby Alderweireld at 33, moving from Manchester City to FC Bayern for 30.4 million, and that is the last big transfer in, well, over the 30 million mark. I just want to know what the biggest transfers are mainly, just so I can compare them. We're going to sim now up to the next game, which is Portsmouth, I'm pretty sure. We'll just sim up and then we'll look at all the notifications after, or we'll be forced to look at them now, I guess. We did scout Dale Upamecano, who looks quite good. 82 overall, 23 years of age. A little bit out of our price budget, but possibly a signing we can make down the line, and we're going to look at pre-contract signings as well eventually, but not until around January time, because there's no point in doing that until then. Peru have come in with an international management offer. We would like to inquire about your interest and availability in managing the Peru national team. I think we're going to reject that. We want to focus on the bantams just now. But thank you for the offer, Peru. I think that might be our first international management offer. That might be a title for this episode. I've got a couple ideas for a title for this episode. Anyway, we've got some monthly scouting updates before we get to the match against Portsmouth. We've got 3, because I went out to 3 countries and started scouting them, obviously. We've got Reece Watson, who looks dead. We've got Lance Wright, who looks even worse. We've got Mason Morgan, who actually could be half decent. I'm going to give him another month. I'm not going to sign him up yet. I'm giving him another month, just in case. Archie Wilson, no thank you. So we'll leave Mason Morgan on there and see what happens with him. Sergei Galakin comes in with a report from Russia. Have we got anyone stand up? We've got Makar Popov. Overall, at the start looks good, but potential is kind of dead. So no. Maxim Shekodanov is the other way around. His overall looks kind of dead, but his potential looks kind of good. And I think I'm going to do what I did with Morgan. I'm going to leave him on for another month, just to see how he goes. Dubkov can just get off my list right now, as can Govorov. Zarkov is the one I've looked a bit excited about since I saw this report. He's another goalkeeper. I'll give him another month as well. If they're sort of between 100k and 200k value, I'll give them another month just to see how they progress. But anyway, we've got one last scout report before we end this kind of long episode, and I can go strangle my dog. We've got Eklund, whose potential looks decent, but his overall is just not what we want. Thomas Magnusson, the overall looks okay, but the potential doesn't look anything outstanding. As much as his value looks good there, I'm going to have to reject that. Victor Carlson has got a dead amount of stats. And William Magnusson, oh, I want to reject him for the potential. I'll give him another month. See if his potential gets any better. God, it's hard to make decisions when you're a manager. But anyway, this is where we're going to leave it off. We're going to take on Portsmouth next time. Leeds did win their game, so they remain top of the league. But we are very, very close. It's a 4-horse race right now. Although Card from West Brom may have something to say about that. We've got all three of the West Yorkshire teams in the top 4. And then one Lancashire team as well. So it's all that area who are doing quite well so far this season. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed another episode of the Bradford City Career, but a convincing victory against Wigan. We're against Portsmouth next time. I'm just going to take a quick little peek at where they are in the table. They're mid-table. I thought they were relegation threatened. That's my bad, personally. But that should be an interesting game. We also have a pre-match press conference for that match next. And I'll be playing that match next for the second upload of today. But I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you very, very soon for when we do take on Portsmouth. Yeah. I don't know why I struggled with that.